Got a goose fight going on behind me again. Good Lord. They won't leave each other alone. Why can't we all just be friends, man? Hey, Tom here. This is video 3, and excited to be here. Got my coffee. Got a beautiful place sitting out here on my deck. It's gorgeous today. I want to talk to you about automation, duplication, and conscious creation. You know, content creation. C can stand for a lot of things. I like creation. We're just going to create with C, but I call it the ADCs of internet marketing. I talked to you about content creates conversations, conversation creates conversions. That was video 1. If you haven't watched that, you ought to watch this video series in order, because I go through the details that you'll follow my thought process. Feeling like Superman today, by the way. Got to wear clothes that empower you, huh? But the ADCs of marketing are automation, duplication, and creation. And you know, when we talk about automation, we're really talking about the tools you use that work for you, such as the post-cron that we showed in video 2, where I actually had you look over my shoulder and see how I set up my marketing day. And in fact, interesting, yesterday when I set that up, I was involved with my kids all day yesterday and track meet, and not track meet, but a track banquet. And I got home last night and had a inbox, straight, I'm ready to enroll, where's the link? And it was like, I just wish you all would try what I do and follow what I say. And it's really fun to come home to $250 and $500 commissions on a daily basis. And maybe in the beginning it's only every week or every 2 weeks, but as you build up momentum and you do the work, it happens every day. And people they just won't put in the work. They want to be where I'm at right now, and you can't. You have to start with getting your list built. I have now 320 people that are on my list now that have requested videos from me that are interested in my system. So actually it was funny that one post kind of inspired a 4-video series that I decided to put together and just use that as one of my marketing tools, but also make that marketing tool available to all of the people that I mentor and work with so that they can use it to build their lists and create sales. So I've created content for you to be able to share, and you're able to tell your friends, hey, I've got this guy that's he's been doing internet marketing for 17 years and he's got this video series. We built one of the top websites in the world for international living. Had just a great career in this business. And so I want you to use the content. I want you to use what we're doing, but I also want you to use automation. And I taught you that with post-cron. Now, post-cron's a great tool. There's also Hootsuite, there's Socializer. There's a whole bunch of great tools that you can use to automate your social media marketing. And the more advanced you get, obviously the more advanced the tools are, the greater reach. I don't post in any groups. Groups to me are annoying, but I guess they work. I can't say that I've ever made a sale off a group post, but Twitter, kind of the same way. I have over 100,000 followers on Twitter. They're mostly generated, they're automatic followers that I generated through using software, so maybe the quality's not all that great, but as you automate your business, let me talk about another form of automation. I have 3 outsourcers that work for me. One does my Facebook, one does my LinkedIn, and one does my Pinterest and YouTube. And so what I do is I spend about $1,500 a month on outsourcers, and that's not much money. You think about what do they have to produce? They have to produce about 200 leads to keep their job per month, and I buy them courses. I give them about $100 a month and budget for courses so they can get better at what they do. And if I see a course that I like, I'll just buy it from them and say, your assignment over the next 3 days is to master this course. So I invest in them. I think that's important. But they run my business on a daily basis. Now you say, well, I can't start with 3. Start with 1. $500 a month. In my business with CrowdNetworker, you make 1 sale, you just made $500. And I don't understand. People are like, $1,000 to start a business and get all the mentoring and all the tools that we have, and then be able to take that commission and double your productivity in your first month. You're like, well, how do I find outsourcers? Just contact me. I've got a whole host of them. The girls that I have down in the Philippines are awesome, and they will find you one of their friends who they know the kind of quality that I'm looking for. And what's cool about that is when you're going to bed, they're waking up. So they're working all night while you're asleep. And I just, that's automation to me. When I have 200 hours a week of activity going on, probably more than that because of my automation, but physical labor, I'm investing 200 hours a week into my income. How much are you investing? Okay, think about that for a minute. People say, well, that's why you're doing better. It's because you got 200. Yeah, I know, but I built up to that. It just didn't happen overnight. So automating through technology is very, very important. Also, like our landing pages and things within CrowdNetworker, you promote those with automation with PostCron, but the automation goes one step further. When people put their email address into the form, what happens is they all of a sudden start getting automatic emails, and those emails have call to actions with order forms. So that's a form of automation. When you look at the kind of the chain management of that chain management of how that they go from becoming a prospect to becoming a prospector, as I call it. But using the tools that we have in, man, I'm right in the middle of a flight path today. I usually don't come that direction, but usually go over there down by the dam, farther away. So where was I? Automation. So automation is very, very important. Automating with PostCron, automating with everything that we're doing with the with outsourcers. Automating using the Crowd Catalyst system is very, very important. You got to use your tools. We have a system called Evergreen that's in Crowd Catalyst, $1,000 system that you can use. It's part of our deal, and it's just a link. You promote it, and people opt in. They see the video, my video, and it says if you want to watch our webinar, put your information in and select the time and date you want to watch the webinar. Well, the webinar looks live, so they don't know it's not live, and so that's a very cool automated tool, and it gives them follow-up emails and all of that. So that's another tool that you can use from an automation standpoint. Duplication is very, very important. When we talk about the D of the ADCs, duplication is you got to be able to show people what you do, and they have to be able to say, I can do that. And so as you build your business, spend more time showing people how you do your business. As I say, sell the franchise, not the hamburger, which is the next video that you'll get to watch, which is kind of to me the quintessential training of team building is you gotta sell the franchise. I won't get into that now because I'm doing that in the next video. But when you're meeting with people, I sit down and say, well, before I tell you what it is, let me just show you how I do my business. We're obviously, I can give you a quick tidbit. We're a mentoring company. We show people how to make money online. We show people how to work less, earn more, and enjoy better quality of life results. And is that something you'd be interested in? Yeah, great. Let me show you how we do business. And then I show them my Facebook page, and I say, see all these conversations that have been created. I was involved with my kids all day yesterday and didn't post any of these. I have a $8 a month tool that posts all of these, and so I show them how it actually works. And I go in and I set up a post, and I say I can program. Bang! I just created 20 posts. They're going out every 10 days. So over the next 200 days, this software is actually working for me while I'm doing the things that I enjoy in life. Does that look easy enough to you? Oh yeah, it looks very easy. And so I that to me, when you talk about duplication, people have to be able to say, I can do this. Like when we explain the business, we say we just use these automated tools, and those tools drive people to the webinar every single night. And Tom and his crew, they do all the webinars for us, so we don't have to do them. Is that a form of duplicate? Is that duplicatable? Yeah, all you have to do is drive people to the webinar. All you have to do is post automatically. You have to keep this simple, stupid. I mean, you really do. Otherwise, people get intimidated. And every ounce of sophistication you add to your process, the more dumb excuses people come up with. You know, the more they got to invent a reason why they can't do this. And so keep that in mind as you're duplicating. Teach people, and that's one thing I like about Todd Falcone's trainings, is that he shows people how the whole duplication process works so they can visualize it in their mind. And when I sit with people, I say, you know, see how easy it is for me to set up my day on all my posts. Right now, all I'm focused on is getting 40 or 50 people to do that. Even if I get one a week, let's say, or I get 2 people a week who commit to my mentoring program, you know, with CrowdNetworker, and they get involved, and you know, it's 2 people a week. I make $1,000 in commissions per week, helping people set up. I spend about an hour to 90 minutes with each person that I set up to make sure they have all the tools that they need. And from there, it's just a matter of all I need is 40 or 50 people like that. You know, over a year, you know, I've got 100 people doing that. And, you know, let's say I'm making 20 or 30 sales a week off of those 100 people. Well, last time I checked, that's $4,000 to $6,000 a week in just overrides, not including my own personal sales. So I think it's important that you see yourself replicating your efforts, and the only way you're going to do that is by talking to people about duplication and the idea of adding more people under them, you know, using these simplified technologies that we use, these simple processes. And it just, I don't tell you, but that's duplication. You have to duplicate yourself, and you really do have to invest between, I don't know, 1 and 3 hours. And if you don't want to do it, the videos will. But you have to explain to people that you know, that's important. I forgot one thing on automation. Our YouTube playlists are another form of automation and training. So I did forget that. That in this video series, 4 video series, is a part of the whole process. So the automation training process. So don't forget, training needs to be automated as well. And lastly, so duplication, just to summarize, duplication is an explanation process. It's part of your business, is explaining how to duplicate your efforts, how to duplicate your business. So focus on that as you're building your business, and make sure people know how you do the business, because that's the only way you're going to duplicate. If they don't know how you do your business, you're going to sign people up, and a month later it's going to be crickets. Okay, you're just not going to hear them. Finally, the last thing is what I call conscious creation, content creation. We've covered that a little bit in the second video on how you create content, building a swipe file, hiring a article writer. Like my article writer, when she writes an article, she writes the article, 650 to 850 words. She writes me a summary for the article, so I have a summarized paragraph of it, and that I can put in YouTube, by the way, because often if the article's good, I'll transcribe it and put it on my teleprompter, and I'll make a video out of it and put that on YouTube and use her description as the description. Then she also writes 5 tweets for every article that she does for me, and that provides me with posts and things like that I can add to my automation. So I'm really letting you in on some golden nuggets. I mean, these are. So when you're talking with an article writer, make sure that they write a description, you know, for in 25 to 50 words, and make sure that they write 5 to 10 tweets for the article as well. So when they deliver it to you, you've got content that you can plug right into Postcron. And by the way, she loads the article for me as well and does the keywords on them, all for 35 bucks. Okay, so I don't know if that takes her an hour to do all that, so she makes 35 bucks an hour. I don't know what it is, but she does a real nice job. And so conscious creation, I create content to attract people to my business. This video series is a way of attracting people to my business. It's not fancy. You know, it's just me. You know, I'm not here to do this in a movie set or green screen or anything like that. I'm just bringing you into my environment, saying if you want to have an environment like me, you got to do what I do. If you don't want an environment like me, you just keep doing what you're doing, and that's keeping it pretty simple. So conscious content creation. I mean, everything I create, there's an intention behind it. And the intention behind this video is to get in your head to help you understand three very important foundation principles to this business: automation, duplication, and creation. Conscious creation. You got to consciously create your future, and you got to do it through content, whether it's videos, whether it's live events, whether it's, all of CrowdNetworker is a conscious creation. When you think about, everything that we're doing, we're inventing our own space. There was nothing on the internet about crowd networking before I found it, and it's just a matter of taking an idea like that and saying, you know what, I'm going to build a business around this. I'm going to build a lifestyle around this. I'm going to build wealth around this. And that's called conscious creation. I'm on a mission to do that. So, and when I get on a mission, it's pretty much nothing will stop me. Let's see, what else? So conscious creation is, why am I creating this content? That's the question you need to ask yourself. What's the intention of this content? What do I want the result of this content to be? Those are three very, very good questions. Why would people read my content? Why would people be attracted to my content? I know why people are attracted to my lifestyle and everything I do, because they want the freedom that I have. They want the lifestyle. They want to be able to fish. They want to be able to spend time with their kids. That's a given, but you got to do the monotony. You got to do the basics. I was at that track banquet last night with my son, and I saw the kids, and he said, he goes, some of those kids just tried harder than I did in practice. And I said, well, guess what? The state championship is won every day on the practice field, and that is every day setting up your posts, every day creating new content, every day focusing on how to explain duplication, getting your team. So I'm always focused on getting my team to automate the processes. I'm always focused on explaining the duplication process to my team like I'm doing to you right now. And then I'm always in the mode of conscious content creation. So I hope that this video makes sense to you. But those are three things that if you focus on in your business, it'll really help you. I can't guarantee that you'll succeed with it, but it's something I do every day, and it's something that I've created success with. So in the next video, we're talking about sell the franchise, not the hamburger. So I hope you enjoyed that. So if you scroll to the bottom of this page, you'll see the link to the next video, and heck, there might be another video after that. I think I may just develop this out into a 10-video series, and I think hopefully by the end you'll see the value of not only CrowdNetworker, but working with me or the person who introduced you to this video series, because we're all following this pattern, and it's creating success. And that, to me, is, they say, if you want to be successful, follow somebody who's successful and do what they're doing. And you have that opportunity right now or not. So I wish the best for you. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.